Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Sparklethorn Designs. All right, you guys, I can't believe that it is already almost Christmas. Looking at Christmas stuff, doing Christmas stuff, but here we are. So here is my December junk journal. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it overall. The front, this is just a composition notebook. I did take it apart and put in some insert pages, scrapbook paper, things like that, cards. I did not use my little grommet things, but I did punch 2 holes down here and 2 holes down here because without using just the, without using just the needle to go through and make my holes, I didn't want to do that, so I just did it this way. It turned out pretty good. So the front and the back, these are just Etsy pages that I will link down in the description, all the Etsy stuff that I used in this journal. And then on top of that, well, these are Dollar Tree December stickers. I love these. I think they're so cute. I love that they're clear. I love that they're gold. They match my little thing here. Like, honestly, I feel like this is one of the best overall covers that I've done. But anyway, I covered this with bookbinding tape. I've been using this a lot, and I really do enjoy using it. I think that, then I don't have to worry about it getting wet. I mean, the inside pages, yes. So with all that being said, let's get started. Next week, I will have a haul out or a craft. I haven't decided, but I've done a couple of the journals back to back, so I will do something different next time. Okay, so the one thing that I did have a problem with that you may or may not be able to see very well, and I put a sticker over it to kind of hide it, is my book tape decided to crinkle up, and once it's down, it's down. So I put the Great Big Santa on here to kind of mask it a little bit. I added just one of these little pockets I got at Dollar Tree, and actually, I think I wanted, this must have popped out because I think I wanted that in there like that. There. But I've got a little pocket so I can stick stuff in, stuff that I might want to use later on, stuff that I'm just unclear whether or not I want to use it. These are small, so I put them on a paper clip so that I didn't lose them. Got the pretty little cardinal page. Got my December cover page, even though we did put that on the front. This one only has December in it. I didn't put any other months in there. So I've got my calendar page. I've got my bucket list. And then this is something that I borrowed from Rebecca Hoot. She did this one year in one of hers. I absolutely loved it. I went online. I just found a free Christmas tree printable. This is the one I picked, and I use it for my dates to remember. Sometimes I color it, sometimes I don't. I've already put a candy cane on there. I'll put other little ornament looking stickers on there as we go. Maybe today I thought what I would do is go through and just show you the whole journal, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a few things to it. I'm going to put my traditions here. And if you did watch last week's video, I did a Christmas planner, so a lot of these things are in that because I already had this one put together. This is my vision board for December, and I've got a few little things on here, but I am going to go and add some more stickers, and some of these stickers I'm going to have to glue down because they're popping back up. I'm going to do my Advent this year. I have got a couple of things that I'm doing. First of all, I bought an Advent calendar where you pop the days open, and they're little dragon ornaments that I thought were really cute, and I'm hoping that they turn out better than, they're so light. I'm hoping that they're better than what I'm afraid they're going to be, because this is Advent calendar number 2. The first one that I ordered was an absolute disaster, but we'll talk about that later. So I purchased Humble and Holy. That's got Advent and Christmas devotionals for December. And it's just every day. Every day has a prayer and scripture, things to think about, a little story. And then I also have, let me grab the other piece to it, this one, which I printed off of, purchased and printed off of Etsy. And it came with these little scripture cards. And I think I'm going to take this one to work. And then I put the little verse on the back of it. And then when I got to the very end, because of the way I was printing it, this one was on its own page. So this is the size that I got for it, which I thought was hilarious. But, I mean, it's still usable. But then this basically is just a breakdown of every single day. So technically, I could have all of these in separate places so that throughout the day I could pick it up, read the verse, pray about it, whatever I want to do. And I thought, I'm going to take some pictures. Here's another one with Bible verses, and I've noticed that not all of them go in the same, all of the different ones go in the same order. Like, they're just very random to me. So maybe if you guys have any ideas as to why that is, or if you have a little more insight than I do, then you could share with me, because that would be an interesting tidbit to know. But I'm thinking about maybe doing some pictures with the Advent calendar. I may wait and just take one picture at the end with everything on there. I don't know. Jot down some notes, things that come to me that I feel like, I need to pray about. Then we've got my Christmas list, and I put everybody down. This was just an insert. It was just a piece of scrapbook paper that I folded. It was a big 12 by 12 piece. I folded it in half, and then the other half of it is somewhere in this book. Stocking fillers. And then we start with day 1. That is a Bitmoji, which I still think is hilarious. Dear Santa, before I explain, how much do you know already? Yes, that's pretty much me this year. So I think because these pages are kind of dark, I put these down. But I think I'm going to use a card to maybe write for my days. I haven't glued it in yet because I don't know if that's what I'm going to do. I might just write on here. I just don't know yet. This is my friend Angela's birthday, so I want to make sure that I've got some celebratory things on there. Decorating the tree, decorating the door. I'm just going to stick some pictures down for those. Another birthday, my daughter's friend Michaela, who I just adore. Haven't seen her in forever. This one, I'm going to probably use a card. I was going to put one of these underneath here so I could flip, but I didn't like the whole reason I did this way was because I loved the way this looked. So I think I'm just going to stick a card in here, maybe here on top, and then fold it or whatever, because it's kind of a waste of paper, but I might even just write on here. I haven't decided, but I just really enjoyed the way that looked and didn't want to mess the aesthetic up. Baking up a storm. Pictures, recipes, whatever I'm going to bake. or if we just go buy stuff. Last year we went to a local bakery that we liked and just bought fudge and cookies and a whole bunch of awesome yummy stuff. Holiday photo scavenger hunt. This is from Rebecca Hoot. It was a free printable that she did. I think you can find it on her website. I'm going to take pictures of all these things to put in here. And I'm going to try to be a little more vigilant in doing that this year. Here's a letters to Santa card. It's one of the homemade Dollar Tree cards. This is just more room for the scavenger hunt. My vacation starts on the 19th. I'm very excited about that. And then my Christmas Eve grocery list, my Christmas Day grocery list, menu. This was a Dollar Tree gift bag, and it's got a note on here. I'm going to put some sticky notes on here, probably down the side maybe. I just haven't decided. I like to leave some things, and I know I've told you guys this before. I like to leave some things for when I open my book up that day, and I'm like, okay, this is how I feel today. But anyway, so this page, I'm trying to figure out, since I already put these things down, one of these is obviously not going to fit. So do I want to cut it down? Do I want to find something else? I'm just trying to figure that out. These are crafting. This is supposed to be crafting. What I did was it this page? One of these pages. No, maybe that was further back. Anyway, I put down a number on a page that should have been a fun page and had to deal with that. I don't know why I put this on here, but I've got crafting. So these are all crafting pages. And these are double pages for Christmas Eve and Christmas. I don't think I said that, but Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas Day. And that way, if I take a lot of pictures or if I need to put something down and do a lot of writing, then I have the ability to do that. And I ran out of these numbers, and I can't find them again. So I don't know why that is. So I don't know if it only went to 29 or if I just misplaced 30 and 31. So I had to go into another set to find 30 and 31. 2 pages for New Year's Eve. And then I've got my brain dump page and my Christmas overview. My traditions, things that what worked, what didn't work, changes that I maybe want to make, new things I might want to try, which is looking ahead, next year ideas. There's that other piece of that paper. And then I had just a couple extra little sheets. This is the back of the Christmas tree from the beginning. And then my last page. So that was that. Now, let me just tell you, I have a ton of Christmas stickers and ephemera things, and I'm looking forward to putting a bunch of it in there. A lot of these are from Etsy packs. Like I said, I will put those down in the description because look how cute these are, you guys. I mean, look at those Santas. Ugh, I just want to squeeze his cheeks. But words, stockings, gifts. I mean, there's just little tags. I've got all my little happy words. And then, of course, I've got, you know, tons and tons of stickers from Hobby Lobby from the last couple of years that I'm going to put in there. Here's some more paper from the paper packs. I think next year, in fact, I think I wanted to do it this year and I forgot. I want to do peppermint and gingerbread together because, especially seeing this, I love it. Love, love, love it. And I've got the big, this is where that Santa was. There's a great big Christmas tree. And then if that wasn't enough, I've got these. I've got all of this. And I mean, this is not even all of it, but look at all these adorable stickers. Some of them, as you can tell, I use every year. Some of them are fairly new. Some of them I haven't used at all. Just, I love the variety. And then I've got my red and gold Merry Christmas. And I've got snowmen, which this one I may not use until January. Although my January junk journal I've already started. And I kind of want it to have like a yellowy, which I'm not typically a yellow person, but yellowy, lemony. And I know we're talking about January, but I can't tell you. It just, let me grab it. You have to see. It's just so, I like it so much. Where is it? There it is. Sneak peek. Yes. Yes, yes. Sneak peek. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, let's see about putting some of this stuff down. I will probably, I don't have those scissors on me, but I will probably cut this to be about this size. And maybe do something like this. I love these little girls. They're so cute. They're not Christmas per se, but they are so stinking cute. Come on, sticker paper. Now, I don't know what everybody does if they do a vision board. I like to just put things down that maybe tells me about what I want my month to look like, or things that just generally make me happy. you know, sayings, Christmas. I had to write vision board because for whatever reason, I cannot remember those 2 words for what this is. It's the craziest thing. I know what it is, but I never can remember what it's called. So I had to actually put vision board on there because that's just how I roll, you guys. I'll have to actually glue this little hat down, so I'm going to lay it there so we don't forget about it. And I know stuff may be crooked, but that is the way it is for me. So if you're OCD, I apologize. I just like to stick stuff down. There we go. I just saw some Christmas ornaments. And I'm going to stick it inside this bowl. Perfect. Perfect fit. Do we have one that's a different color? These are all green. I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. You guys know how I love my penguins. Oh, there's a candy cane. I can put that on there. Got a couple of ornaments. They're kind of large. I guess I can try it. I don't know where I want to put her, but I definitely want to put her somewhere. I saw another present, didn't I? There's one up here. Actually, I'm going to put this on Advent, and actually, I want to put this stockings. Oh. Okay, hold on. All right, I need to go to those pages. My hand is getting full. Hobby Lobby has got some really good stickers, and if you can get them when they've got all their stuff on sale, 40–50% off, so much better. Okay, I love these little woodland ones. We'll definitely be using those. These are a little bit thicker, but they're a little more delicate. I don't know if that makes sense or not. They're more paper, whereas those others that I were using, these ones like these were kind of metallic and a little bit, I don't know what the word is that I'm trying to think of, so forgive me. Okay, let's put down the tree. Let's put down my penguin, and let's put down this adorable owl with the present, because those are so cute. So cute. Do I want to do it on this page? I want to do it on this page. Well, hold on. Oh, I don't think I've opened these. honestly, I think these pages are extra enough. I'm sure that we'll put some stickers down, but I'm going to hold off on that page. And I did put this birthday sticker on there, but I still need to put something down for this page, so I'm going to probably hold off on these pages. I don't think that's the page for this. I did want this journal to have lots of Santa. Santa, Santa, Santa. Oh, backwards. Helpful. Oh, that's not sticky. Okay, let's... These were just some, well, I think these are just some freebies, gingerbread people you can put together. I may or may not use later on. These are just some washi tapes. Gotta put my Christmas dinosaurs on. In fact, I'm thinking those might just be great on this page. I'll have one left, or two left. I may glue this on, but I'll have to do it later because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry. But I may lay that in there so I don't forget. ripped that one a little bit. This is a big piece of big candy display. Oh, there's more Christmas balls. I can go back and put those on. we're going to call it for today. I'm going to go ahead and glue. I hear Mr. Sparklethorn in the other room, and he's going to be wondering what in the world I'm doing. I've been gone for so long. And it's starting to warm up in this room, so I think I'm going to call it for today. Probably taken up enough time of everybody's. I'm at about an hour, so I'll have to maybe either cut some down or stick it to some music, speed it up a little bit so that you guys can enjoy it without it being too much. So y'all go out and spread God's love. Have an amazing day. Have a happy holiday. Safe. And I'll see you soon.